We're
And we're
live.
live.
We're
Woo.
live.
What up, dogs?
The
What's
people
going
been
on?
waiting.
Say what
What's
up
up?
to the dog pound.
Kenneth's here, but he's having Mac issues, as always.
I'm not having any issues with my Mac.
Well,
I'm just saying.
maybe your Mac's better.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought we was beefing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't talk to him in like a week.
Yeah,
2
I thought he
weeks.
was mad at us. Where has he been? Like, he disappeared, but I don't know. He's here. We'll find out when he comes in.
Jerry.
What's going on, people? What's happening?
All right, what's going on?
All types of shit.
We got 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait to talk about Walking Dead when Kenny gets home.
Yeah. Oh, man, Walking Dead. Yeah. Was he impressed with the finale? Probably not.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
It was good. I thought it was good, though.
Yeah, it was.
But we'll wait.
was good.
Oh,
What else?
I saw Gravity, yo.
Yo,
good?
how was it?
Yeah, that joint was wild, man.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
But I don't ever
yeah.
go to the theater. I can't ever get to the theaters.
Yeah, that shit was wild, man. It's deep. It's got some great graphics, man. It's got some great graphics. And
Great
good acting.
graphics.
Good acting too. Yeah, good acting, great graphics, great cinematography, all that shit.
So Clooney still got it. That's what you're telling me. George Clooney still got it.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a real likable dude on screen, man.
I seen. Have you ever seen Oblivion? Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That was a good ass movie, man. Tom Cruise is weird. Like, Tom Cruise is always good in the movies, but like I went to
Weird in
order
real
it.
life.
I went to order it and I was like, I mean, because his religion, I'm just like, this guy's kind of weird, but he's still a good actor though. That movie was good.
Yeah, it was.
That shit was. I watched it like twice.
He's a good actor. Did you see Jack Reacher? Jack Reacher's another recent movie.
No,
Yeah, that was
I haven't
really
seen
good.
that. Isn't that on
It was
Netflix?
Yeah, you should, I think it is. You should check it out. It's a really good Tom Cruise movie. I watched it. It was really
Tom
good.
Yeah,
Cruise
it's good.
is good. Then I watched
You know-
World of the Worlds after that on HBO. That shit's
Oh
good
yeah,
too.
yeah. War of the Worlds. Yeah, I saw that recently. Yeah.
Tom Cruise is good, but that religion shit kind of turns me off. But
What, the Scientology?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it ain't no more goofier than the other shit people believe, and I watched
Right.
that movie, so fuck it.
right.
I almost didn't order it though, because I was like, I don't like this guy, but then again, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, man. He's a good ass actor, man. He's been acting like, damn, more than half his life.
Hey, you know they're making a Top Gun 2 sequel. You know Disney bought that? Disney bought Top
What?
Gun. Yeah, check it out. They're in productions.
Disney
Instead of-
buying everything.
Disney bought Top Gun, so yeah, they're making a Top Gun 2, and like apparently he's gonna be the new flight instructor or some shit. If you've seen Top Gun, if you ain't seen Top Gun, that's a classic movie.
Yeah, I
Just check
saw
it
that
out.
joint. Yeah, you know what? I probably had to see it again and catch up. Remember, that shit's been.
Oh yeah, it's
minute.
old school. That's old school. Yeah, it's an old school movie. 1989, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good shit though.
They own
You know
Star Wars. They own the superhero shit. They own Disney's making a lot of money.
There's
Yeah.
another thing we need to talk about that I need to talk about and get off my chest here. 2 weeks ago, when we did our last podcast, I was in denial that Paul Walker died, but he is dead. He's dead. He's really dead. He's really dead. Just to clear up any controversy that people think I'm like stupid or some shit like that. Yes, I know he's dead. You fucking jackasses. You jackasses is fucking dumb. You don't understand. Most of the time when I say shit like that, I'm messing around. Obviously, I know the motherfucker's dead. Goddamn. But they ain't. They're not holding the funeral yet, though. They just
Man,
got his remains back.
I seen I was gonna do a video on it, but I never got around to doing it. Some guy stole a piece of the Porsche off the tow truck,
Oh.
Yeah.
and that's
Two
fucked
people
up.
did. Two people did.
Right. It's fucked up. It is fucked up. But they're talking about giving this dude 4 years in prison.
What?
That's a little
Nah.
fucked up too.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
4
That's-
years for that, man. A slap on the wrist, maybe some community service. Prison time? Come on. That's
Yeah.
a little. We need the prisons open for the pedophiles and the rapists and the shit. We don't need to put that
And I
motherfucker in
see-
prison.
you
He
know,
was just
they
trying
said-
to make money. He ain't
Right.
hurting nobody.
Right.
They said
Right.
they got his piece back. They said they got everything back. They sent 2 people to jail over that. But yet Tyrese
Wow.
walked away with a piece of it. Hey, Tyrese got a piece of it. But I mean, I guess because he's a star and shit like that. I guess they
They
don't
ain't
care.
gonna arrest Tyrese. They ain't gonna fuck with him.
Oh, no shit.
Wow.
I mean, these motherfuckers jumped on the back of the tow truck and grabbed like the roof of the fucking thing off, like a big ass piece of it and shit. They were gonna sell it on eBay.
Right.
I seen people selling on eBay pieces of the tree, burnt up tree bark.
Damn.
People are
That's
fucking
wild.
weird. And people's buying burnt up tree bark. Like, god damn.
Man, you know, there's another thing I'm tired of. You know, I'm tired of these, like, you know, speaking of, like, it kind of has something to do with this, but these Westboro Baptist Church dudes, these guys are freaking idiots, man. You know, they talk about, they wanted to protest his funeral.
Have you ever seen the Fox News had an interview with, like, the leader of them? That bitch is nuts. It's like one of the only times I've ever watched Fox News, and I was like, man, I agree with Fox News right now, because, like, Sean Hannity, you know who that guy is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like going off on her and shit, and she was nuts. And he was like, "You're nuts, lady." Like, I was like, "Yeah, get that bitch." I don't even like that guy, but I'm like, "Get that bitch." She looked like a nutcase. Like, her eyes all big and shit. She got that.
They're all nuts,
like,
man.
Looking like Carrie and shit.
What was she talking about?
Just why they hate the troops and fucking. We
They
don't
hate
like
everything, dude. They are like
people,
weird.
like, why are you protesting Paul Walker's? Like, who doesn't? How do these guys not get their ass beat? Like, it doesn't make sense. You think they probably had to have had their ass beat by now. If they go to these soldiers' funerals, you think they'd get the shit beat out of them.
I'm sure they did.
But you never hear about them getting the shit beat out of them. Never hear about it. I remember Michael Moore did a movie or something, and he took a bunch of like gay, like flamboyant gay people, you know, the motherfuckers in the parades and shit.
Right.
He took them in a bus down to the Westboro church guys. They were protesting, and he lets all these, like, they're in like thongs and they're jumping around, and these dudes, they don't, like, he ran the rest, but they left because they were like, what the fuck? Because these were some seriously gay motherfuckers down there. Like, in little booty shorts and shit, jumping around, waving, like, the rainbow flag. It's on YouTube.
Wow.
Like,
well, guys, couldn't get the lower third to work. You guys know who I am. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. Had a little family situation. My phone was dead, so I was offline for, like, I don't know, like 30 hours, something crazy like that.
I thought you died.
But I'm definitely back. Like I said, I'm sorry about that, but I am here. Thank you very much for the individuals that asked about me. So I thank you. For the guys that didn't ask about me, screw you too. But
I think some people thought you were in the car with Paul Walker.
Yeah, there were
one guy said
you were in the car with Paul Walker. These rumors were going around.
Yes.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
I mean,
Man,
it made
I'm
sense.
disappointed. I thought you was getting laid there, Kenny.
I saw the podcast. I was like, Tim trying to play me. I see how it goes, Tim. See how it is.
Hey, let's talk about Walking. Did you see Walking Dead?
Of course, I
Let's
did.
talk. We're waiting on you. Let's talk about Walking Dead because I got to talk about this.
All right, but before we do that, I must announce something to the people. You've been waiting for this for a while.
You got laid.
You're coming out
You
the
will be
closet.
very excited about this. So I am proud to announce that Cranky Cone will be a playable cat. I finally got it, guys. Got the Elgato.
Oh,
Got the
shit.
HDMI splitter. Got the professional mic. There will be a stream tonight. As soon as I get my Twitch account set up, we
How
will
much
be
that splitter
streaming
cost?
tonight.
Where'd you get that splitter
I got the splitter from Amazon.com. It was $18, $18.99, and it does work. Tested it out. Came in the mail today.
That's what's up.
And
Hey, send me the link. I'm gonna give me one of them.
we will be streaming tonight, guys. We will be streaming tonight. Full 1080p. PlayStation 4. Let's go.
Well, I'm
You
gonna
don't have finals, Kenny? You don't have finals, nigga?
I do. My final one is Friday. I had Monday, Tuesday, and now I have one more on Friday. But the hard work is gone. It's kind of the reason why I've been, out of commission. I haven't been on Twitter that much. Haven't been online that much. I had to deal with that. But oh my God. The gameplays, the commentaries are on their way, starting Friday afternoon.
That's it, man. Shit.
Congratulations.
But you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Welcome to the foray.
Yes.
What do you think of all this gameplay shit they're doing on YouTube right now?
I think it's a bunch of hoopla. But
It's kind of part of me's like, it's fucked up for the people that I like, but then there's these like the sniper dudes. I hope they all get banned. I hope they can't make their fucking videos no more. Good. I kind of like it. I kind of like it because you're gonna be less faggots trying to trick shot me. Fucking make that little montage. Copyright all that shit. Please copyright all that shit.
I think there's a misconception about what's actually happened. Common sense tells you that YouTube is not going to ban gameplay. You know how much money?
Well, PewDiePie's the number one channel.
Yeah. Well, this is the real thing. What's happening is that, like you said, really it's not gonna even affect the larger channel. So these guys that are crying, the T Martins that are whining about this, and the Woody's gamer tags, and these larger guys, it's not really even gonna affect them because they'll be in that 1 or 2% or whatever percentile that'll get their videos approved within 2 hours. So you'll just upload it previously, 2 hours in advance. Those guys will get their content approved.
Yeah, but they're getting hit with copyright claims like crazy.
Well, no. The copyright claims are, in which they should be hit with the copyright claims, are for people that are using music in their videos, copyrighted music, and people that are doing those trailer re-uploads.
Cut scenes as well getting flagged.
On the trailer re-upload. So, when Call of Duty comes out with the Call of Duty 27-second trailer and then T-Mart uploads it. No more of that. So that's what they're getting hit for. But as far as just strictly gameplay, no, it'll still be there and it won't be unchanged. But I think it's, like I said on Twitter, and I don't know if anybody's seen it because I didn't tweet very much, so I haven't getting that many replies. I think the response to it is much more interesting than the act itself, because these YouTubers, these large YouTubers, are out here freaking out and saying, "Oh, YouTube's a scary place." and YouTube's a scary place. I've been to a few scary places, and YouTube ain't one of them. I mean, you're going to be able to upload your content no matter what. The question is, it kind of goes back to the discussion that we had before. How much is enough? Okay. If you miss out on, let's just say, a guy that gets 80,000 views a video, okay, if one out of those, let's say he uploads 20 videos, and maybe one video or two videos have to be offline, the AdSense have to be offline for a short period of time. Okay, the guy still got paid for the other, I don't know, million views. How much is enough? So
somebody told me he made $10,000 off uploading Call of Duty trailer. Just off the one trailer, had 6 million views.
Wow.
Somebody said it's $10,000.
Well, it go. What is it? Every 1,000 is it every 1,000 views?
Well, it varies.
Is $1. I mean, for a very average CPM, it's per 1,000 views equals $1. So I mean, these guys, and that's another thing that, and I'm gonna shut up for a second, but it's just I've been off, guys, and I got a lot to talk about. I'll cover it in some of my commentaries, but that's another thing. If you ever realize how defensive, I'm not saying you should go out and advertise how much money you make. I mean, I wouldn't go advertise how much money I make. I mean, doctors wouldn't do it, lawyers, anything like that. But why are some of these YouTube commentators so defensive about what they make? If I made, let's just say I was a YouTube commentator and I made $500,000 a year, right? I may not come out and tell you I made $500,000 a year, but if you said how much you making, I would say I make upwards of $250,000. I make upwards of. I would say I would give you a barrier and say I make upwards of about that. Why are they so secretive about the amount of money that they make?
Because
the thing is, they feel guilty.
No. It's not only that. People hate. When you talk about how much money you make, you're either going to have hate, or sometimes maybe you're embarrassed. So it's one or two. You're either embarrassed or you are fearing of hate. Because how people, when you make money, if someone else isn't making money, then they have resentment for that.
Now, I understand, and that's a very good point. But at the same time, do you think we don't know that you're making, like, it came out that White Boy of 7th Street made what, $100,000 off of T-shirt sales? Wasn't it $100,000? Like, it's not that Optic Nade Shot makes $20,000 a month. Like, that guy that hacked him released his information. So I don't really go with that with his hate because
Well, I mean,
okay,
it
I make
makes you
money
a
and you
target
hate
as
me.
well. You're putting a target on yourself when you're like, I make a shit
I
ton of money. Then you got
I-
these hacking motherfuckers trying to hack into you constantly. It's crazy.
I just think that they don't want people realizing how lucrative YouTube really is.
That's part of it too. I mean,
I think
a lot of
that's what
people
it
get
is.
turned off when you tell them, I make all this money, and they're like, oh,
I don't think
videos.
it's so much like I wouldn't care like if Smokey, let's just Smokey, let's say Smokey and Tim make it big, boom, they explode on the scene. They got 1 million subs apiece. I mean, they're getting 200,000 views a video, and Smokey comes out and he says, "Man, I'm making, dude, man, for the way it looks, I'm gonna end up making $800,000 this year."
Woo!
I wouldn't look at Smokey's video and be like, screw that guy, screw that successful. Screw that guy. No, I would say, okay, cool. That's
Yeah, but
nice thing to make.
the guys that hate me would be like, what the fuck?
Right.
Those
Right.
videos ain't worth that.
And what are they
you
gonna do
know?
about it? So are they gonna complain and get and what? You're gonna
And some
complain and I'll
people feel
continue
like
to count my money.
you're rubbing it in their face. They don't like that.
All
Right.
right. For example, I'm sorry. For example, do you think Woody's gamer tag cares about how you feel about how much money he makes?
No.
You think he cares about rubbing it? I think that, and I could be wrong. I mean, this is strictly based off of opinion. I have no, there's no way to prove this. But I just feel like for the majority of these YouTubers, they don't want people really knowing how lucrative YouTube is for them because they complain a lot. They complain about, oh, I get hate and, oh, I'm not getting as many views as I want and yada, 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 yada. But if people knew, they just say like, dude, you're making $500,000 a year. Shut up. I don't make your videos and shut up. Like nobody cares. What are you whining about? What are you complaining about? I think that's part of the motive of why they're trying to keep it secret.
That's
Look, if
definitely
I make it big on YouTube, like I said, I wouldn't come out and show you guys my bank records and be like, well, I made $20,100.47 last week, but no, but I mean, I'll give you guys a range. I mean, I don't think
a ballpark.
Yeah, I don't think guys, like I said, I don't think these YouTubers should come out and say I made this much money last year. But give me an idea. Is it so harmful to give an idea? I can go find out how much a surgeon makes. I may not know exactly how much.
I mean, there are
I can go
websites,
find an average.
but there are websites you can go to, man, that you can find out what people make off YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, well, I did not know that. But,
I'll shoot you a link. I'll shoot you.
get
But I really don't care. I mean, because I understand the kind. I know that the people
Not
that
only
are
not only that, you can go see how much they make off each video, like a ballpark for each video that they have uploaded. Yeah, all that good shit.
Yeah, but maybe that's just me on my tyrant, and I just
That's why they're upset about this gameplay shit, because it's I can't. You mean $10,000? I re-upload a trailer? Goddamn, I'd be a little pissed too if I could re-upload a trailer. $10,000.
Yeah.
You know how easy it is to just re-upload a fucking trailer, download and re-upload. I just made $10,000. I'm taking the month off.
And then you see the people that are complaining about it the most are the biggest YouTubers, or the people that are making the most money. Because the Ali A's, the T Martins.
Has PewDiePie been complaining? I don't know if he's been complaining. I don't follow him, but
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I'm kind of it's a catch-22 because it's gonna make it much harder for the little guy, to make a profit off his videos and things like that. But on some level, I'm also happy about it because I think it's gonna bring back innovation to gameplay videos because now that you're not going to sustain your channel strictly off of trailer uploads and some of your some of the videos aren't going to be so topical or so spur of the moment. It's not going to be, oh, we just seen a scooter shooting just happened, and then 5 minutes later everybody's making a video about it to get views, and kind of like Wings did with the little school shooting video. He makes a video about these kids getting shot, and then puts ads on the videos. Obviously, it was about getting views.
Puts gameplay. I don't mind somebody talking about something, but you really got to put the game. You really put you're talking about kids getting shot in a school, and you're putting it Call of Duty gameplay. I mean, come on, man. Do a vlog or something. I mean, I talk about shit in the news.
Right.
But,
Right.
I mean, they rush out like they want the news breaks and they're like, I gotta get this out in like fucking 10 minutes. Like, Jesus Christ, man! You don't even got all the facts about what's going on. I gotta get a video out real quick.
But obviously, it's not, when people do that, it's not about bringing their opinions and their thoughts to you.
Paid.
It's about getting paid and getting the views. So I think a lot of that will be cut down, and they'll have to, have innovations. Videos will be more planned out. I don't think Smokey will have any issues with his cash flow because they're not so spurred up. Like any video that you can do, you could have done it 2 days ago. Am I right or wrong?
It's
for the most part.
It doesn't affect my videos because it's vlogs. Like, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but if you were to, let's just say you were doing gameplay or something, any video, if you're not money hungry, any video you can do it 2 days in advance and
I got a story I've been sitting on for 2 days. I haven't got around to doing it. If you do it closer, if you do it when it's a hot story, you're gonna get more views. But
you know what though? Whatever. It's like some stories. If you do them right away, no one knows about them yet.
Yeah.
So they don't. So sometimes it's just luck. You know what I mean? Because you could do a story like if Smokey sends me links sometimes, he's like, yo, you know what I mean? But those are stories you can do anytime, basically, like Smokey's saying. But if something's hot, like I just did a story about these LA County sheriff's deputies that got indicted.
Oh, I seen that today. That shit fucked up, man.
Yeah, but a lot of people still haven't heard about that. So that, that's not. Yeah, it's not getting a lot of views. Like maybe like right now it's at like 400. But
I did a video on that. This story's hot in the news right now. That woman that pushed her husband off the cliff. You heard about that?
I saw it. Yeah.
I did that like the day it broke, and I did a video on it that same day, and that was long. People send me it like, if you'll do a video on it. I did it like a month ago. Like people say, some guy, these people that tell me they're my biggest fans, and they say you got to do a video on this.
Right.
I did that 2 days ago. You're my biggest fan. How did you not see it? Like, what is going on with you?
Right.
My biggest fan. How did you miss it?
Right.
The fuck.
They subscribe to so much shit, Smoke.
Some people tell me that they don't get the videos in the sub boxes. Like, they don't get all my videos. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with YouTube.
I don't know.
YouTube's dumb fucked up, man. That's why I don't even fuck with this shit, man. I'm telling you. You want to see
not as bad.
videos?
It's better than Facebook, though, Shag.
It's true.
Facebook's fucking up.
There ain't nowhere else to upload videos. Where the fuck else you gonna go? Daily Motion.
Vimeo.
You want to see me? You want to see me upload? You want to see me upload videos? You can find 15. You can find my 15 seconds of fan on Instagram.
That's the other option, right?
I'm not going. I don't know what that is. I'm not going there.
Yeah, Vimeo. It's job popping.
Vimeo. Yeah. It's not bad.
I've been on there a couple times. I put a couple videos on there, but I never. It's too much to keep up with, man. I don't have time to like upload this. Uploads take time.
Look, you want to see me? You want to see me do some You want to see me 15 seconds video, man? You can find me on fucking Instagram. 15-second videos all the time. All the time.
There you go.
I don't link that. I don't link that shit to my Twitter though.
Yeah, I added you, Shaggy, on Instagram.
You added me on Vine. You gotta add me on Instagram.
Okay, I got you on Vine. Okay, yeah. One of those. Yeah.
I don't use that Vine too much because it's like 6 seconds, and basically Vine is like overpopulated already.
I gotta get a drink. I gotta make something when he's out. Vine is one of those apps. Like, I mean, I got tons of ideas that I could come up with because I like doing those. I like doing 15-second videos, 6-second videos of just random funny stuff. I'm not big on I'm not gonna sit down in front of here and talk to you about the news and be like, hey, did you hear about what happened in the news today? No, I'm not gonna be like that. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like talking about all that depressed shit.
I know, man. I know, bro. It can get depressing, man. I mean, that's why I've been trying to find a different groove. Like, what do I really want to? What's going to be my bread and butter? It's not going to be just news. So that's a job, trying to find out, find something else besides news.
I'm gonna throw everybody in my Instagram real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, do that. But yeah, I like
Well, I mean, I kind of find it, you know, given the fact that
when you do it again, Shag.
There it is. Check that out right there. Check that right there. Shaggy 2726.
It's not focused, dog.
What?
I couldn't see. I couldn't read it.
How about now?
A little bit far. Back up a little bit. Yeah, the camera's not really getting it, man.
It's bright. It's too bright for it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, I kind of like, you know, Tim was saying about, you know, trying to find something in a companion to his news content. You know, I kind of find it that, you know, with the state of YouTube and, you know, how mature YouTube has, you know, gotten over time, it's kind of hard to be, I don't want to say it's hard to be creative, but there's always a guy out there that does some version of anything.
Right.
You know, there's this, you know, then you get into that strange place to where, you know, what's too much? How much is enough? Or how much is too much? Am I being, you know, too much like a certain guy? Am I kind of overstepping my bounds into their territory or not? But then at the same time, people have to realize is that there's only so many ways to skin a cat. You know, at the end of the day, you're going to run, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. But there's only so many ways to skin a cat. You know?
But what it is about YouTube content, man, is you can't watch too many YouTubers, man. Because, like, my thing is, I don't want to emulate anybody, so your personality has to come through. That's going to be your unique selling point, is your personality, not what you do. Because you're right, everybody's doing it.
According to Fist, Smokeydogg doesn't have a personality. According to Fist.
Well, I mean, you guys really all that was really a front. The real reason I didn't come because Smokey's a snitch, and he recently stopped snitching, so I decided to come back to the podcast. So
can't fuck with him, man. He's a snitch, dog.
That's the real reason I missed last week because Smokey's a snitch.
I'm a fucking snitch, man.
You're a fucking
I can't
snitch,
roll with
dog.
snitches.
Can't roll with snitches.
That's why we got a lot of hate on the video last week, man, because, you know, fucking David over there, he's the fucking Snoop Dogg of this podcast. He's a fucking snitch.
Snitch.
Fucking snitch, dog.
Yeah. It was just me and Smokey last week, wasn't it?
No, Shaggy was here.
Shaggy was
Okay,
here.
my bad.
Remember, he wouldn't believe that Paul Walker was dead.
That's right.
Yeah, man, Paul Walker died, and people think
Paul Walker Day.
People who watch this also think I'm like some like Tupac conspiracy nut now. I'm like, dude, I'm not even really into that.
I've seen that.
People are like crazy.
The comments of that video is like, Shaggy's fucking retarded. Let me find this comment. I'll read it to you. Shaggy's fucking retarded. Tupac is dead. What the fuck's he talking about?
I never said Tupac was alive. Like I may have said Tupac is alive, but I didn't mean it like that. I meant conspiracy-wise, Tupac is alive. See, people, when you watch the video, gather what I'm saying. Like, don't just think I'm saying Tupac is alive. Like, that's like me saying right now that Paul Walker is alive. Conspiracy-wise, Paul Walker's alive. Conspiracy-wise, Tupac's alive. Conspiracy-wise, they're aliens. That doesn't mean I believe in that.
Hey, aliens aren't a conspiracy. They're real, man. Whoa. Pump your brakes, that shit.
Hey, evidence that.
This guy said.
Evidence.
This guy said Shaggy is so ignorant. Damn it, Shaggy was in so much.
Hey, Tim,
denial.
what I tell you? Tim, what did I tell you?
You told me.
I told you they said I was ignorant, man. Tell me I'm ignorant, dog. Get on this podcast and I'll show you who's really ignorant. I'll show you who's ignorant, man. Come on. Y'all people are nuts.
No.
Somebody asked me if I knew who Dave Chappelle was. Like, do I live in a fucking box in a desert? What the fuck? Who doesn't
Do you
know
know
who Dave Chappelle is?
That's
Do you know who Obama is?
Right. Shit. Right now, Dave Chappelle's a lot more popular than Obama.
Hey, Tim, check the chat there in here. That's my IG. You can add me on
Hey,
it.
does anybody else hear that?
What's up?
Hey, what? Smokey's a snitch? Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's me. I was trying to. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it was Twitch playing in the. It was Twitch playing in the background. I'm trying to make an account. And I was wondering. I heard voices. And I was like, does anybody else hear that?
Hey, let's talk about Walking Dead. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we do that, I would like to. I'm making this Twitch account, and I need a little help with the name. Captain Kenneth is taken. I don't know why some jerk wanted to take it. I mean, I am the one and only Captain Kenneth. I mean,
That's
The one and only.
I just
But,
did a Tumblr account. I just did a Tumblr account and I called it The Real Tim Black. So just go the real Captain Kenneth.
So I was maybe, or I was thinking maybe Captain Kenneth TV.
Tumblr.
What
Tim, you're on Tumblr. Tim,
I just
you're on
did it.
Tumblr.
Somebody.
You're a blogger now.
What the fuck
somebody-
is Tumblr? I don't even.
Man,
Dude,
it's
I've seen Tumblr, but it's really like from what I see it, like for most of the Tumblr, I'm not trying to focus it on one group.
yeah, but you're
for
right.
the most part, for the most part, what I've seen, it's honestly kind of like a bunch of hippie, open-minded, like pornography sort of like website. Seriously, no, and that's what it is. It's a lot of people who get high, a lot of people who like to promote weed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right.
Who's gonna go with Captain Kenneth TV?
I'm Twitter exclusive. I'm about to delete my fucking Facebook for real because I don't even like the shit.
drama, man. Facebook's drama central, dude. Facebook is like full of drama.
Fucking goddamn.
What I don't like about Facebook is they try to charge you for every fucking thing you do, dog.
True.
It's all about money, man. Yeah, it's
Candy Crush. Send me a fucking. I quit Candy Crush. Okay, I played it. I got to a level to where it was just so fucking retarded you couldn't even beat it, and I quit.
right.
It's that simple. Stop. And my wife's addicted to it. She's like, just send me a life. Get on there and send me a life. I don't fucking want to play Candy Crush. Every couple weeks I'll try. I'm gonna try again, and I just get halfway through the level. And I'm like, there's no fucking way to beat this level. It's retarded. Fuck this. It's just it's designed to be hard as fuck, so you'll fucking pay money. Fuck off.
Right.
I ain't paying for that shit. God damn.
Okay. I never really got into the Facebook games though. Never really was my thing.
People try. I got into like Sim City on there for a little bit, but then it's all about money. These games, like you gotta fucking shell out money. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Right.
I want to spend money on a game. I'll go to GameStop and get an actual game for $60. Then I ain't gotta keep unloading money and swiping the card over and over. Fucking fuck off. People try to get me into Farmville. Fuck all that shit.
Farmville.
Build the fucking
I'm here to plow me a farm. Yo, right.
Nah, fuck that shit, man.
Candy Crush.
Facebook, man. Anyways, man, rest in peace, Herschel, man. Rest in peace,
Facebook
Herschel.
is lame. Yeah, rest in peace, Herschel. I told you he was gonna die.
Rest in peace, Herschel.
No, I told y'all he was gonna die.
I knew he
man,
was
look,
gonna die.
I got it wrong. I told y'all he was gonna die.
Podcast number 2. No, 2 or 3, I think it was. And Kenny was like, "No, he can't die because he's too important. He's the only doctor.
The only doctor. He's the only doctor. He can't die. It's no way. It's not possible.
Kenneth, I gotta ask you this because everyone was gonna want me to. How do you feel the black characters were written in the finale? Look, that magical Negro shit is not going away. There's a fucking Twitter account that follows me, and every time I mention like Kenneth or something, that fucking thing pops up, and he's like, "Hi, I'm here." Like, what the fuck? Who is that guy?
I've seen it. It happens.
It always pops up. It's got like Kenneth's face, and it's like right here. And I always, for a second, I'll fall for it. I'll go, "Oh, there's Kenneth," and I go, "Wait, that's not Kenneth," because it's got like the same picture and everything.
Yeah, the magical.
You gotta change your Twitter picture.
That shit is not going anywhere.
What'd you think of Michonne? Michonne.
I want to touch back on what Tim said because I seen him out there flaunting it around that old Kenny was wrong and he was right about it.
I was.
You guys will never believe me, but the truth is, after I said that, I kind of figured that Herschel would die, but I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to renege on what I had said. I was going to follow through with it. And the reason is I watched that episode, the previous episode again, and I realized that the Bob is a pharmacist or a medical in the Army. He was a medical whatever attendant or whichever, so he can serve the role as the medic in the group. So Herschel was then expendable because if you realize he was the one that mixed up the antibiotics for everyone to take, and whenever he got shot, he told I think her name's Sasha or whatever, that they could treat the wound because it was a through and through. So at that point, Herschel did outlive his juice.
Tim disagrees. Man, I love Herschel though, man. That's like one of my favorite characters.
No, I think it is, but I'm just saying that that the notion, I wasn't wrong in saying that they needed someone who could be a healthcare professional in case someone got ill. But so when they brought Bob in, he'll fill that role. But yeah, Herschel, I knew it was horrible for Herschel the second that he started to smile. Whenever they the governor started to take the blade away from his neck, and Rick was reasoning, and then Herschel started to smile. Herschel knew he was going to die at that moment, and the reason that he smiled, in my personal opinion, is because at that point Rick finally realized that there can be another way, even though the governor didn't allow it, but Rick had finally got to that point that he realized that maybe there is another way to do things and we could coexist. So yeah, that's that. But what was the question? Michelle? No, the magical. What was the question, Smokey? I'm sorry.
How do you feel the black characters were written in the finale? Well, the up to now, has your opinion changed?
No, it has not changed.
Not changed.
They're poorly written characters. I'm sorry. They're poorly written.
I disagree.
But I want to allow. I think that there's a disconnect. When I say poorly written, I don't mean that they're not compelling. I mean that the way that they're written, they fail to live up to their potential as characters. That's what I mean when I say that.
I think your opinion will change by the end of the season because I hear they're bringing Morgan back, and they just canceled that show he was in. They canceled that shit. They canceled that Low Renter Son, so he's wide open. And in the comics, apparently, I was reading up on the comics, he actually comes part of the group for a little bit. They take him in when they leave the prison and stuff. So, and it is confirmed that he is going to be in the second half of this season.
Here's what I'm saying. You can't go on with what the graphic novel says because the graphic novel is way different than the fucking show.
It's different, but there are similarities too.
There are similarities, but it's like if you for once think that something that's going to happen, it's not going to.
He's so good, such a good actor, and they gotta have people want him on the show like every week. Yeah. That would be a great addition to the show. And if his other show's canceled, why not?
Why not?
Why turn down being on The Walking Dead? It's the most popular TV show out right now. Just fucking get in there. God damn.
Yeah, I think because who else thought that they go that far with it at the mid-season finale? I didn't think they killed the governor.
Wow.
I didn't think they killed the governor.
When that fucking kid shot that bitch in the face, that shit had me like, what?
Right.
I said, whenever Rick caught the governor, I said Rick was camping the bus like Wings of Redemption.
And Daryl, like people thought, like when that zombie was coming up behind Daryl, people was like, no, Daryl's not gonna die. Stop. They gotta kill Daryl. That's retarded. Why would they kill him?
Hey, honestly, I thought it was. I knew it wasn't over when they cut away. I knew it was gonna be like, oh, the big return of Daryl. But how the sequence was going, I thought Daryl was gone. I thought they were gonna show him getting bit, and it was gonna be over for Daryl.
No way.
What? No, it's just because they'll kill anybody on this show.
Nah.
Daryl's a great character.
Don't let them fool you. They ain't gonna kill Daryl. That's the most popular. There's certain characters they need because that's what people want to see. You kill off all the popular characters.
I mean, every character is gonna die but Rick.
I'm telling you, Daryl ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
Nowhere.
Daryl will be there. Daryl will be there.
They killed the fucking dog off Family Guy, and people lost their fucking minds.
I think
they're bringing Brian back.
They're bringing the dog back. Yeah, they're bringing his ass back at a Christmas.
They'd find a way to bring Daryl back.
Daryl ain't going nowhere. That's just
he'll eventually go. He'll eventually go.
No way. Not for a long ass time.
Yeah,
not for a while.
He won't die for a while, but I think he will. Everybody's gonna die. Glenn's gonna die too. Nobody wants to see Glenn die, but he's gonna die.
Well, Daryl's not gonna die. anytime
Glenn
soon
ain't
because
the same
he's
as
a head
Daryl.
military leader.
Yeah, but a lot of people, he has a big fan basis. Glenn has a huge fan basis.
Not like Daryl. I'm telling you,
Not
Daryl.
like Daryl, but he has.
Daryl is above Rick. I mean, people love fucking Daryl, man.
Well,
That
I don't know
motherfucker's
because
popular.
Glenn may have a bigger fan base due to the fact that the female fan base because and not strictly
People want to
just-
fuck Daryl like a motherfucker. I follow
No, no.
this shit on Twitter. These women are out there mind with this Daryl.
not
These
just
These women want to fuck that dude
Glenn,
bad.
but
Look,
they're
listen.
fans of the relationship of Glenn and Maggie. So a
Oh, I
lot
see
of
what you're
women
saying.
have
If there's
that.
a-
So
if
I'm
there's
not
one-
saying strictly Glenn.
I think
there's
they'll
one thing I just
continue to
learned.
they'll build this Glenn thing up, and then
They're gonna kill one of them.
They will kill Glenn eventually when it's not gonna happen anytime soon though.
Look,
They're
They
gonna kill
will
Glenn.
kill him.
Yeah,
there's
Maggie's
one thing I
gotta
just
live.
learned. I think we all just learned that David would fuck Daryl. Smokeydogg would fuck Daryl.
That would not.
I
No.
think that's what's going on. I think that's
Yeah,
what's
I'm
going
telling
on.
you,
He's defending it.
Follow this dude on Twitter and see the shit he tweets out. These women are crazy. At these conventions he goes to, these women are out there fucking minds. They want to fuck that dude bad. And then click on the tweets and read the replies. All these bitches are just like, oh my god, oh I wish I was there. Oh, I wish you was in my bed. Oh. Like here's the thing. People are upset that Herschel died, but they understand. All right, it had to happen. It makes sense, and it was cool. But if Daryl died, people would just fucking hate it. It would just be retarded. It don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, I can see people quitting the show. Well,
Yeah.
not quitting the show, but stop watching. Yeah,
Like
I can see that.
Daryl is too much of a badass to die. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, he fucked everything up. He took that fucking tank out. All that shit was gone. That motherfucker destroyed everybody. Like, everybody's getting on the bus scared. He's over there just killing everybody. Then a little kid shot there. Y'all think the baby's dead? I don't think the baby's dead.
Yep, that baby's dead.
I don't think the baby's dead. I think the baby will return. I think somebody grabbed the baby,
Right.
and that's going to be a shocking moment. I say that'll be maybe season finale, maybe not, but that baby's going to return, and that's going to be one of them like, oh shit.
I think Michonne may have grabbed the baby, or one of those little girls may have grabbed the baby.
Well,
They never showed the baby dying.
the blonde chick
never showed it.
went looking for the baby, so they weren't going to show a dead baby, but they left it open, like.
Right.
You know,
I think the baby's dead, man.
Like, maybe he's dead, maybe he's not. And they were even, like, asking about it on, like, Talking Dead, and he was kind of being shady about it. Like, he didn't, say that, he confirmed, like, Governor's dead. Like, they were asking him, is the Governor dead? Yeah, Governor's dead.
Yeah.
Governor's definitely dead. Because they left that kind of open, but he confirmed that right off the bat. Yeah, Governor's dead, we killed him.
Yeah.
But the baby they shady about. I'm telling you, that baby's not dead.
That baby's dead, man. That baby's dead.
I don't think so.
I'm telling because here's the thing though. It's I don't want to say that. That was kind of good thing I didn't say that. But you can't be on the run with a baby. Can't do it. Too much of a risk. Too much of a liability. They've had to flee the prison. They're going to be on the run. Baby's too complicated. Too much crying. It's not going to happen.
I'm going on the record and saying the baby is alive. You'll see the baby.
Baby's alive. Me too.
New episode.
Shaggy?
Baby's dead.
Yeah.
Because they had to go there. They had to go there. And I
They
think
already went there.
But
They
even
didn't go there, though.
even the moment didn't even feel like it was serious. And like, yeah, Carl started shooting and everything, but then it just kind of just left. Like it wasn't even as big. It's like when his wife died. That was a big moment. It ended the episode. If you think that would have been the end of the episode? Like they wouldn't even really had to kill Herschel if they were going to kill the baby. They just left it open. They made you think the baby's dead. That way when Rick, because the group's going to eventually find each other, they're going to get back together. You know that's coming. So when eventually they're going to get back together and Rick's going to see that the baby's alive and it's going to be this uplift because it's always death. Every once in a while they got to give you something to hope for, something to make you go, it ain't all bad. So I'm telling you, we'll find out though.
The baby's dead, man.
Baby's not dead. But baby's not dead. Okay. I didn't see the baby die, so I don't think it's dead.
They're not gonna.
They're not gonna show a baby dying. They're not gonna show freaking zombies. Ripping a baby.
Baby getting shot in the head. You ain't gonna see that.
That's the way they
did
it the way they did.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told you last week, I didn't see the body.
Then again, they showed that little girl dying, and he shot that little girl in the head. That shit was crazy. That was intense too. When he was just like, boom. I kind of sad to see the governor go because he was a badass. Like he was a good villain, but he had to die, I guess.
Yeah, he fucked up, man. He fucked up. He deserved to go. I'm glad they took him out.
No one had a problem with how that happened though, because how did she know where the prison was?
I don't know. It's a good
Well,
question.
she just mysteriously showed up at the prison with the baby girl to push the plot, for the governor to go ahead and take the town, take the prison. How did she know where the prison was?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, it's kind of like Superman in the suit. Where'd the suit come from?
Maybe he told her where he was going. Maybe he told her where he was going.
Maybe.
What do you mean, where did the suit come from? Superman always wears the suit under his thing.
No.
Hold up.
No, in Man of Steel. Have you seen Man of Steel?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Okay, I thought you were just, man.
I'm talking about where did the suit come from? Like, it was just on the ship. Like, people just wearing capes on Krypton? Like, what? Like,
well, yeah.
Magical suit.
Just Krypton.
Yeah. But I just found that funny. Like, how did she know where the prison was?
What do you expect to wear on Krypton? Fuck. They're wearing fucking cape too.
It was, I don't know, it was very...
I don't know, man, but I think it was a damn good show. It was a damn good show, man. And,
it was very, very good.
But look, my thing was, why do you think he killed Herschel, though? Why did the governor kill Herschel? Because I got my own theory. Yeah, I got my own theory. I think that he killed Herschel because Herschel proved that he was a fucked up individual, basically.
Well, they talked about it on Walking Dead a little bit. They talked about...
I think if I could just, before Smokey goes into that, I think we should each give our reason why we think that he killed Herschel.
Well, I know. I mean,
I think the reason why he killed Herschel is because the governor doesn't want peace. The governor is a psychopath. He wants to hurt people. He's a bad guy. So if the governor lies to himself. Okay, as everyone says, oh, the governor, he really doesn't want power, and he doesn't want. Yes, he does. He just does what everyone else does. He lies and tries to convince himself. He didn't want peace. He didn't want to coexist inside of the prison. He wants to take Rick out. He wants to take out the group. He wants his vendetta. So that's why he killed Herschel. Because if you notice, what happened is he has to be the leader. He has to be the leader of the group. And whenever Rick gave that proposal, the governor's people were accepting it. Even the guy that was driving the tank looked around at other people and he was like, sounds like a pretty good idea, I mean, if you read their body language. And at that point he realized, if I can't be king, I'll just blow everything up. And so he killed Herschel because he knew it would spark, that feud.
On Talking Dead, they talked like, I don't know if this is official, but they were talking like the governor was trying to change, was trying to be a good person. He even told Herschel in the thing. He even told Michonne, I know my daughter's dead. I accept it. I don't have a grudge anymore. I just want to prison and y'all to go fuck off. And and he even, like, Herschel was like, we can make this work. And he was like, no, me and Rick can't coexist with each other. And then Rick is like proving him wrong. Like, I will coexist. We can make this work. You can live with us. We'll go in separate parts of the prison. We don't even got to talk to each other. Right. The governor was like, no, he lost all trust. I mean, he lost everything, and he didn't want to lose everything again. And you're kind of right. He didn't want to coexist. He wanted to be the leader. He wanted to make sure that nobody. That's why he killed Martinez. He didn't want to deal with somebody else's bullshit, somebody else fucking up his shit.
He's a bad guy. He's a villain. He is
a bad guy.
He's deceptive. Like it's not that I don't think he was trying to change. I don't think he ever wanted to change.
I think he was trying to change, but I think he realized I guess he felt like Rick was he couldn't trust Rick, and Rick, because he even said before he cut Herschel's head off, you're a fucking liar, you're lying. Mm-hmm. He didn't trust him. He was
referring back to that those bodies. Do you remember? Well, one had murderer, one had liar, and the other had what was it, rapist or something?
Yeah. Who did that?
The headless bodies. The guy the last guy did that. Remember? He killed himself. The one that had murder on him. He killed the other two guys, and then he killed himself, and then his family. I guess his family had turned or something, and he just lost all hope or something.
Yeah, I think the governor wanted to change, but he just didn't trust Rick. And Rick was trying, and Herschel was trying to tell him, you can trust Rick. Rick has changed because if you remember, Rick had changed. I mean, he had come around. He had said, "I'm not a leader anymore. We're a council. We're all going to lead." Right. And the governor was just like, "No, you're lying. I'm gonna cut his head off. Fuck this," and then it just went off.
Well, he knew once he cut off Herschel's head, it was a war. So
yeah, I just feel like he never at any point ever wanted. He didn't want to. He didn't care if Rick was lying. Or he didn't want to coexist with Rick. He wants to be head honcho.
Yeah, he don't like Rick. Well, he even told Herschel, "Me and Rick can't do me and Rick can't go."
Top dog.
Like it was almost like he forgave Michonne, but he hated Rick.
Michonne was cool, man. When she didn't kill him, she left him there so he could turn into a fucking zombie.
Right.
I like that shit.
And that girl came up and shot him.
Yeah. That's why she ain't finish him off. So she could have cut his head off. She could have cut his head off if she wanted to.
Oh, they was talking about on Walking Dead. It was funny that governor's got this shows you the difference between the governor and Rick in terms of the type of men they are. You got the governor with a tank, this big army, and Rick goes down there with a pistol, and he just goes down there with a pistol, leaves all his dudes up there. That shows you the types of people they are. The governor is a pussy. Rick's a man. Rick went down there with a fucking pistol against a tank.
Right.
I don't think the governor's a coward. I think he's just a bad guy. I don't think he's a coward, though.
He's a coward. Villains are cowards.
I don't think he's a coward. I think he's a bad guy. I don't think he's a coward, though. What says he's cowardly?
I think it was cowardly that he cold-cocked dude Martinez on that fucking roof of that. Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
It was a sneak attack, but
that was cowardly.
I don't think he
was
a coward. I think he's just a bad guy.
Governor's a pussy, dog.
He's always got to have an army and everything. I mean, Rick is a man. Rick is a man's man. A cop. He's a trustworthy guy. And then you got the governor. You can't trust this guy. He's a coward. He's always got to have an army. I mean, he killed all these fucking dudes that the thing took over.
Well, if you're gonna take a prison, you kind of need an army. I mean, you're not gonna walk in there by myself and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight all 40 of you by myself."
But what I'm saying is,
I'm a manly man. I'm a man's man.
Rick walks down there with a
pistol.
He
had no choice. What was he gonna do?
He could have easily.
He had a choice.
What choice he had? Get the prison blown up by a tank? He had no choice.
What I'm saying is,
obviously,
he could have brought Daryl down there with him, but he goes down there alone to handle the situation. Governor got all these dudes with him. Rick's just got a pistol.
No, he went down there alone so that Daryl could kind of prepare the group for what was about to happen. He didn't. He didn't go down there alone because he was a brave guy. He went down there alone because he had no choice.
What I'm saying is,
it took bravery to do that.
One of the guys that write the show said this, Kenneth. That's what I'm telling you. Like the guy that created Walking Dead.
I'm not saying Rick isn't brave. I think Rick isn't brave
to do that.
But I'm saying he
to walk down there.
Well, he's gonna say no. I'm not
walk down there alone to face a tank. Like they could have just blew Rick's ass away.
True. I mean, that's true. But I'm saying he did what he demanded. The governor had all the cards in his hand. He had a tank. He could have blown the walls of the prison. He could have killed everybody.
Right. So it takes courage to go down there and face it.
He didn't have a choice, though. He didn't have a.
He could have said, "Everybody come with me. We're all going down there." But he went down there
alone.
He handled it alone.
But he said, "Come alone."
The whole season has been Rick doesn't want to be a leader anymore. But when the moment came, Rick had to lead. He had to step back in that role, and he stepped up. And he gives his big speech about all the shit he said, whatever.
I agree. He did lead. He did step up.
That's part of his courage. I don't want to lead anymore. I can't handle it, but he has to. So he goes down there and he handles it by himself.
I think he is courageous and he did step up and be a leader. But I'm just saying the act of going alone in my opinion, that wasn't courageous. It was he was demanded to do it, so he did it, and he had no cards.
Balls.
He had no cards. He had to do it.
That took balls. I'm telling you.
Hey, do you guys think with this blue wall, I could look like Drake off that album cover?
You're too light skinned.
I didn't.
Oh man, come on.
No,
Jake's got a new album?
actually, you're almost the same complexion. Actually,
I thought so. Okay, how about now?
There it is. That's Drake.
There it is. There it is. I don't know. That was random. I just felt the need to be Drake.
You look too much like a man, though. Drake looks a little bit, yeah.
I was gonna say something. Made me forget what the fuck I was gonna say.
You guys watch Sons of Anarchy?
Nah.
Oh, the finale of that shit? Yeah, I mean, not the finale, but the season ender, yeah.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna watch it eventually. Don't spoil it.
Okay, I'll leave it there.
Oh, man. Come on, Smoke.
I've never watched it.
It's like 6 seasons in, man. Come on, bro.
Well, it's on Netflix. Eventually,
you might be a little late on that one, Smoke. I might have to call BS on that one.
It's on Netflix.
Hey, look, there's a lot of mid-season finales going on right about now.
Well, that was there's
all kinds.
I gotta watch Homeland. I got a DVR. I need to watch it. It's a pretty good show.
Hey, guess what they're making fun of on South Park again tonight? Kanye West is gonna be on there.
Oh shit!
The gay fish shit. They're doing that again.
The gift that keeps giving. Kanye West.
Kanye West. Man, that motherfucker got a bag over his head or some shit.
Man, you know what though? Kanye West is good for. He's good for the media. He really is, man.
Oh, he's great for videos, man. I just keep on saying dumbass shit. You hear this motherfucker said that being on stage is like.
I saw your video, yeah.
Like going to a war or being a police officer because he could slip and fall. What the fuck? God.
Says the most outrageous shit.
His mother must have been the only one in his life keeping him in check, for real, because she died and he's just went off the deep end. Right. Where's his father?
His grandmother hated him. His grandmother hated him.
Where's his father? Does he have a father? I mean, what the fuck? He needs someone. He needs someone to keep his ass in check, for real. He needs someone to talk to before he says stupid shit.
Let me run you on some info on Kanye West. Look, the motherfucker is hated by his whole family.
Wow,
that's true.
That's true.
I didn't know that.
His mom, I didn't know that. He gets along with his mom, from what I've heard. But like his grandmother, fucking hates him. Yeah, I think she is. Maybe she is. I don't know. But I know his grandmother hates him.
You don't even know his mom's dead.
Yeah.
Like, let me give you some information.
Yeah, let me give you this exclusive information about this man's personal life. But I didn't know that his mother.
I don't know his mom's dead. Mom dead since like 2007.
Maybe the one person he gets along with is dead. Maybe she's not. I don't know.
Look,
but I can tell you about everybody else.
This motherfucker got heckled at his concert because he's coming out there wearing like a damn bag over his face or whatever, and this bitch in the audience is like, "Take that shit off your face." And he's like, "Get that bitch out of here." Throws the bitch out the concert.
Wow.
Don't tell me how to do my art. Listen, dude. People want to hear you sing Gold Digger. They want to hear you do slow jams and all that other shit you did. Nobody cares about this new shit you're trying to do. Fucking cut it out. God damn, it's terrible.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh shit!
Don't defend this motherfucker, please. Don't defend
you know he
Kanye.
is. You know he is.
That dude is a dumbass.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait, go ahead.
Somebody got
it's. I wasn't gonna defend him. I was just gonna say that, you know, there's certain things that he says that do make sense, but
there are certain things he says.
He's kind of like Ron Paul, in my opinion. It's like you wanna like him.
What does he say that makes sense? Throw something at me. Let me see if I agree.
For example, what you just said about, you know, when he's saying people want to hear you sing Gold Digger and nobody else cares about that. I disagree with that, because who's this? Who are you? And I'm not singling you out. I'm just saying in general. Who are we to say?
I got the facts. 4,500 people showed up to his concert in a 19,000 seat arena. Nobody gives a shit about his new shit. Go back to what made you famous. Nobody wants to hear this. I'm a slave. You ain't a slave. You're fucking rich as shit.
He's not. And like I said, that's just stupid things he say that make him like Ron Paul. But what I'm saying is that, like, who's to say that he just has to be a rapper? If he has other talents, why can't he pursue those talents as well?
What other talents does he got?
I'm not saying he does, but I'm just saying if If he thinks he has the talent to become a fashion designer, maybe he does have the talent to become a fashion. Who's to say Kanye just make gold digger? You know, and they like to do.
Fans tell me he don't know the fuck he's doing.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, the idea that people say, oh, well, we just care about your music and we don't want to see you do anything else like that. Why do they always typecast us then?
No, it's not. That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Why is
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that obviously nobody gives a shit. You're making a fool of yourself. 4,500 people show up to your concert in a 19,000 seat arena. Take a hint. Take a hint. This shit ain't working. Try something else new, or go back to what made you famous in the first place.
Here's my thing. My thing is, I agree with Smokey on that point, and I agree with Kenny. But look, I look at it like this. There's not a problem with him doing his own thing or staking out his own ground or being a designer. The problem is he complains too fucking much.
I agree, 100%.
You know what I mean? So do your thing. But don't complain about people not accepting your thing or not agreeing with your thing. Do your thing. I don't know if you follow Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club.
See the God?
I agree. Right. I agree with his take on it. It's like, if you want to do your own thing, just do it. Do your own thing. Build it yourself. But don't complain about people not buying into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like me doing videos is me deciding to do videos. I don't need nobody to say, you love them or not. That's up to you.
You gotta call yourself a genius. You're probably not a genius.
No, like I said, I agree with what Tim is saying. The point I'm saying is that why can't people just let him fail at what he's doing? You know, I agree. Whenever he comes out and says, "Why are you stop telling me? Oh, Kanye, just shut up and do music." And okay. He had and I'm not trying to make it a race thing or anything like that, but I'm just saying is that a lot of times, you know, there's people in power, and it's not even about race. It's, you know, but it does happen a lot of times whenever it comes to creative, you know, people of color. They say you can only do this, and this is all we're gonna allow you to do, and nobody cares if you want to branch out and do something else. You're a rapper or a singer. Stick to rapping and singing and leave fashion to us. Or you Jay-Z should not be a sports manager. You leave that to us because you don't know what you're doing, but you can stick to rap. You know, all he's saying is that if I have other talents, let me do. Stop telling me that I have to be one thing. Because you like Gold Digger doesn't mean that I have to be I ain't gonna say slave.
What you're missing, Kenny, is that he's not saying let me do this. He's saying I need you to bankroll me doing this shit. You know, if you do your own thing on your own, fine. But he wants, you know, Louis Vuitton and Gucci and these motherfuckers to bankroll him.
I think I agree that he.
That's why he's got to ask permission, because he's asking other people.
Yeah, that's what Sway was saying. Sway was saying, "Why don't you do it yourself with your own money?"
No, and I agree with that. I'm just saying, I think that I think he complains and he whines too much. I agree, but I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that there's a segment of what he's saying that's not completely crazy. How he reacts to it is childish and shameful. You know, when he goes, he starts whining about it and let me do, you know, shut up. You know, if you're gonna fail it, you're gonna fail at it. It is what it is. But I don't think it's, you know, say, oh, we just want to hear you. And when he complains about that, I agree with him. You know, why? Who are you to tell me that I just have to rap?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I know, but I'm just saying that there's a certain segment.
Obviously,
that I agree with.
You failed at it, and at some point you got to go, you know what? I'm not good at that, but I'm really good at this, and this is what people want. This is what my fans want.
But is he?
Give your fans what they want. It's all right to try these other things.
But is he horrible at fashion? Is he horrible at fashion?
Yeah.
Do the Yeezys not sell? Do his shoes not sell?
I have no idea, but leather jogging pants.
I'm trying to get some.
If we're gonna start
$30 million of his own money.
But there can be other reasons for that, though. It may not be.
Look.
What up?
When MJ played baseball, MJ was like, "Damn, I fucking suck at baseball. I'm going back to basketball." I mean, that's don't even tell me that MJ was good at fucking baseball. Don't even tell me that.
It's all right to try new things, but
Don't
here's the
tell
problem
me
with
Michael
Kanye.
Jordan was good at baseball.
When people tell Kanye, we don't like this shit, he's like, I'm a fucking genius. Y'all retarded. I'm the greatest thing. This motherfucker called himself God. Called himself Tupac? Are you out of your fucking mind?
And that's ridiculous, stupid, and he needs to shut up about that. But all I'm saying is I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that I just people have to realize is that some of what he says is not completely crazy. There's some point he has some valid points. It's just the way he's so egotistical. His ego is so big. He takes a logical statement and perverts it. It makes it ridiculous. You know, he starts in a good place and then he goes way off on this tangent because he has this huge freaking ego, and he just needs to realize that, dude, you're not the greatest person to ever grace the face of the earth. But I'm not gonna say that, you know.
See, I don't have a problem with his ego. I have a problem with him asking other people to help him. That's what I have a problem with. Like he acts like if he doesn't get assistance from these major corporations that are already in place, that somehow they're stunning his growth, as if they're obligated.
He's always screaming, let me soar. I'm the next great genius. Right. I'm the most inspirational person of our generation. Right. If you would only give me money, I would be the greatest ever.
I agree.
Shut the fuck up.
He's a multi-millionaire. He's complaining that he's not getting money to be bigger.
I agree, and I agree with you 100%, Tim, and I'm glad that you put it that way. But I'm saying, what I was saying is that that's the point where he loses me. Before that, and like I said, I'm not picking on Smokey. I'm not going after Smokey or anything like that. I'm just saying, a lot of people, if you really look at the situation, a lot of people, you know, just say, oh, Kanye, we don't want to. You stick to rap. You do what we tell you to do. Rap made you popular. Do nothing else.
But that's because his other shit is terrible. And
is it? Is it though? Is it? I'm not saying it's great, but just because leather jogging pants wasn't a great idea.
Bound's a terrible fucking song. Bound.
No. Okay, I do think
he doesn't want to be followed by the paparazzi, but he marries a paparazzi whore.
I think Bound was a good song. I think it was a horrible video.
Bound is a terrible song. God damn. Compared to the shit Kanye used to put out, that College Dropout album is classic. He went from that to this terrible bullshit he's doing now. It's horrible.
I think, you know, some of this stuff he does is influenced by, you know, this crazy ego that he has. And, you know, the guy's a very strange individual. But it's hard to say, how do you compare greatness to greatness? It's hard to say, oh, what he's doing compared. The College Dropout was like, at some point, how do you top greatness? You know what I'm saying?
Man, he's Tupac, man, and every Tupac album I've ever heard is fucking classic. I can't name a bad Tupac album, so if he's Tupac, why is he getting worse?
Well, he's
God. He's a genius. Every album, every song he makes should be an instant classic. He's a genius. He's God. He's Tupac. He's Biggie reincarnated.
He wants to create and go beyond where he was. That's fine. I agree with him. You should keep pushing boundaries. Nothing wrong with being original. But don't complain when people don't get it.
Right.
They might not get it. They might not get it.
My problem with Kanye, and like I said, I'm not happy with Kanye. I think he does a lot of idiotic things, and I think he should really realize what he's doing, not only to himself but to our culture. Because
what culture?
If you like it or not, come again.
What you mean? What our culture? What you mean?
Well, if you like it or not, even when people see Kanye West, they attribute him to the African American community. So you don't think people see Kanye and I'm not saying all, but you don't think some people say that's how black. Look at this black guy, and this is how. I think those people
I'm thinking the people that do that, they look at all they stereotype everything, so you can't win with them anyway. You can't win with them anyway. No, Kanye is live. He can be whoever he wants to be. There's enough black people in mainstream media and enough black people represented where we don't have that problem anymore. I understand what you're saying, but there's too many other people that aren't acting, that aren't turned up all the fucking time. So he can turn up if he wants to turn up. Yeah, he could turn, turned up, right.
Yeah. I think those people that will say they are idiots, but I'm just saying there are some people that will use that as justification to say, oh, they are like that. And I mean,
those people are always going to say that. You're not going to.
That's what I'm saying, Kenny. Yeah, they're always going to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
If one black guy beats up a white guy, all black guys beat up white guys. That's how people think.
Right. That's my point, Kenny. That's my point.
Yeah, but I agree with that. But what Smokey said, yeah, but maybe if you know that people are going to use that as ammunition, maybe you shouldn't be beating up white women.
The person is beating up white women, but
you shouldn't beat up women anyways.
You're going to do it anyway. That guy is young.
I'm just saying you can't be cognizant to realize that your actions could people could pervert your actions to contribute to other people in your culture, or even if let's just take black out of it. Let's just say the hip hop culture. Let's just say that if you want to take the race out of it.
They got too many. But like once again, hip hop is so big, it has too many representations of people who are not like Kanye. So I don't want to. You shouldn't. Part of being creative is being able to express yourself. Let him express himself. He does not hurt anyone else by his expression. I don't agree. I think that, like, there's too many Jay-Z's. There's Jay-Z, there's Eminem, there's man. There's too many rappers out there doing their thing for him. There's 50 Cent. I mean, there's all these people doing their own thing. Nah, he doesn't speak for all rappers. He just speaks for Kanye.
I never said he's. I don't think he's.
Or hip hop.
I'm just saying
or black
there's
people,
some individual. That would be idiotic for me to say that Kanye West that doesn't speak for me. You know what I'm saying?
You just said there are people that's going to see him.
I said that there are. I said that he should be aware that there are some people that will use his actions as ammunition to justify their biases.
Those same people use drive-by shooters, they use crack dealers, they use all this other shit. What Kanye West does is not going to have any fucking influence.
Okay, but
I'm just saying.
Ever. They are racist.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying I don't think that's fair to say that I said that I think Kanye West represents or speaks for all black people. That's not what I said.
What's your point then, dude? You just said no. That's exactly what you said.
No, that is not what I said. I said they are aware.
You said he should be aware that there are people going to see him, and then somehow pigeonhole all black people. Now you're saying it's all people going to pigeonhole all hip hop people, the hip hop culture. He's speaking. He's speaking for himself.
But I understand. But I don't get. There's a disconnection. Where does me saying that he should be cognizant that there are people that may take his actions and incorrectly use and contribute that to all people of the culture or race.
Isn't that what I just said?
But how am I saying that?
You just said it.
Speaks for all black people.
You just said it. You saying that he should be cognizant, whatever word you want to use. You said he should be cognizant that other people will misinterpret his actions and then affiliate those actions to a group of people. That's saying that he should. I think that's totally irrelevant. I think that he's an individual.
Okay.
And he should be allowed to be whoever he is, or however he wants to display himself.
Okay. Well, you can. Okay, it could be totally irrelevant, but I'm saying that I did. But I'm just saying, don't say that I said that he speaks for all.
That's exactly what you said.
That is not what I'm saying.
How am
I saying that he speaks for?
No. What are you? What's your point? What are you saying?
If I were saying he spoke for all black people, I would say Kanye West speaks for all black people.
What are you saying?
I just said he should be cognizant that there are people that will use that as ammunition to unjustly judge people who look like him.
You mean racist?
Yeah, sure. Yes, racist. Right? Yeah.
Fuck, man, Kenny. There are people. Listen, Kenny. Hold on. Let me take this moment. This moment.
All I'm saying is
no. Let me
say I'm saying what I'm not saying.
We're gonna speak one at a time. Do you want to go, or you want me to go?
I don't really. I'm just saying you can go. I'm just saying.
Okay, then let me go. Let me go then.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
Kenny, there are people that hate you because you black. All right. Yes. It don't matter what you do, Kenny. It doesn't matter how you are represented. They're going to compare you to some drug dealer or some bum or somebody with 5 kids who doesn't work, who leeches off the system, who does all these things. It doesn't matter what you do, Kenny. That's the way they see you because you are part of this group. What your actions mean nothing. That's the whole civil rights whole agenda was trying to break down those type of stereotypes. But there are always going to be those people. You should not let you trying to emulate something think it's going to change those people. They're going to always see you as a nigga, son. Those people, that's the way they look at things. They'll see, any representation. Doesn't matter. It's not fair. You cannot worry about them. Kanye West, in my opinion, should not worry. That should be the last thing he thinks about. What he should think about is how he's seen as an individual, as a businessman who's moving about trying to conduct business with this reputation of being an asshole.
What his fans think of him should matter.
Right,
too.
that should matter, but he shouldn't worry about some racist motherfucker in Oklahoma who thinks that black people are all certain type of way. So that's my point. I hope you realize that. I hope you realize that as you come out of college, there will be people that have never shook your hand or met you, who are going to have a stereotype about you that you can never control, and it's going to be based on shit that's either true or not true, but it's what they believe. And all you can do is say is fuck them and live your fucking life. The end.
Okay, so may I retort?
The end meant I was done.
Okay, well, allow me to retort. I agree with what you said 110%, but the only statement I made is that I asked for you I never said that. You made the claim that I said Kanye West speaks for all black people or all people in the hip hop community. I never made that statement. I said that he should be cognizant of his actions due to the fact that there are some individuals that may use what he does to unjustly judge other people. And yes, those people may be or are racist that will do that. But I don't understand how that statement equals saying Kanye speaks for all black people. I just that it doesn't connect. It's just the syllogism isn't there. So that's the problem with the statement the only problem I had is you saying that I said Kanye speaks for all black people. I never said that. I just said he should be cognizant of the fact that maybe he shouldn't act like a buffoon sometimes.
Okay. You said that 4 times, so do you have another point on this subject?
My point? No. I never said you were wrong, Tim. I said don't say I said something that I never said. That's all. That was the only thing that's what I'm not saying I just said I agree with you 100%. I'm saying I'm just asking you, not to say that I made a statement that I didn't make. I never said that.
That's fine.
Kanye West.
So you're saying?
Well, whenever you get it, I'll stop saying it. I
get what you're saying, Kenny, but it makes no sense. What you're saying is that
what about what I just said makes no sense? Explain to me what makes no sense about it.
Kenny, you don't know the world, son.
What?
You don't know the world.
I think that's very
I feel that you don't know the world.
Thing to say.
I think it's true. I think it's pretty factual.
I think that's kind of
based on your statements. Based on your statements,
because I said. It's beyond me.
Okay, I think your statement, and you know what? I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna say, Smokey and Shaggy, what do you think? Fuck what I think. What do you think?
You're saying Kanye should watch what he says. You're saying Kanye should watch what he says because he's representing black people. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to figure out what you're exactly saying.
Every black person represents black people in some way or shape, in one form or the other.
If he says
that's the world that we live in,
then people are going to think all black people are like that.
No, I'm not saying because he said not because he says embarrassing things. I'm just saying.
I just mean what he does.
I'm just saying don't fit certain stereotypes. Don't give them ammunition to put in the gun.
But what Tim is saying is they're always going to have ammunition, no matter what you fucking do. Obama's the president, and they still hate that motherfucker. You could be the best black dude ever, the whitest black guy ever. You could do none of that stuff, and they would still be racist. It's
I
never
agree.
going to change.
And like I said, I agree with that statement.
So,
But what I'm
moot.
saying, no, it's not. I'm just saying
It's
that
moot. It's moot, man.
No, it says that we have. Okay. I mean, obviously we differ in opinions, and we'll agree to disagree. But all I asked were you not to. I never made the statement that Kanye West speaks for black people.
You said that. Okay, Kenny. That's 6. You keep saying the same thing.
I think that people shouldn't worry about representing their fucking race.
Right.
And just be a human being.
Right. That's my point.
That's what they should do.
And anybody who judges you or anybody who would judge somebody else based on what you do is a racist, stereotypical, or a person who stereotypes. He's an asshole. Fuck him. And if you don't think that's going to happen, regardless of what the fuck you do in your life, you don't know life. That's my point. To make a statement that somebody else should be worried about their actions based on what other people will look at another group of people. Fuck it.
The media likes to feed this racist shit because it gets ratings and people buy into it. And once people stop buying into it and stop being afraid of every black dude, because there's some crazy fucking white dudes out there that do some crazy shit.
Right.
I mean, there's crazy nutcases in all races.
Right. And there are black people who look at that and say, you've heard it. Look, it goes both ways. There are black people that look at white people and say, white people are pedophiles.
I get called a Nazi.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, they say that, you get a white guy bury you in the house or kill you, or, if you marry him, they abuse their women and they kill them, and, because they look at Tracy Anthony shit or some shit, and Casey Anthony or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There are stereotypes. There's stereotypes for all races, man, and those people are closed-minded. You know what I mean? Fuck them, man.
They ain't never met me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They never met you, and you know what, Shaggy?
They never met me.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
First time I ever shaved my head.
I can care less about them motherfuckers.
The black people called me a Nazi and thought I was racist because I shaved my head. You're not gonna get through to somebody like that thinks that way. There's nothing you could do.
Yeah. And and for you to go into the world even thinking that it's your job to somehow change the minds of those motherfuckers, dude. Fuck them. I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I didn't say you should. I'm just saying be
cognizant of it. Be aware. That's all I'm asking.
Nothing I'm saying. Is anything I'm saying penetrating you, Kenny? I'm trying to help you.
Why give a fuck about representing?
I'm trying to help you. I hope some of this
or a nation or a flag.
Or somebody out. I hope somebody out there picks up something from this podcast.
Listen, I got the hospital in D.C. on speed dial. Tim's about to have a heart attack.
I represent myself. I don't represent anybody. All white people, just myself.
Right.
Kenny's about to get
what I do should not apply to what you think about other white people. That's retarded.
But okay.
And I don't feel like I have to worry about that either. Why?
Nah, you shouldn't.
That's part of the problem.
I understand.
But Smokey, you're able to say that because you're not a part of a group that are systematically discriminated against across the board. So
really, we have a black president. You're feeding into these racist people. They are racist, and they're never going to change.
Right.
But that's not the majority.
Right.
Racism is blown out of proportion. It is not as bad as the media wants you to believe it is.
I don't think racism is blown out of proportion. I think we identify. He's half black.
He's black.
He's half black.
But he's still black.
No,
hey, I'm motherfucking Alabama. He's black as you. Bet on that. There ain't no difference.
Okay. He's half black.
To the racists of the world.
Look, I don't want people out there thinking like I'm this, guy out there this, toting this, flag for racism.
You're a young guy, man. You're a young guy.
I want more equality. I want equality for. I don't see right. I mean, obviously, I see race. That would be a stupid comment to make. Everyone sees race, but I'm saying it doesn't. I don't care if you're what race you are. I believe people are people, but I'm just saying it would be foolish.
If that's what you thought, then Kanye West. If that's what you really thought, then you wouldn't be saying Kanye West needs to be aware that he's black and that when he acts a certain way, people are going to think all black people are that way. If that's really what you thought.
Listen, this is what needs to go down. This is what, if you believe a certain way.
There you go.
What the fuck? Listen, if you believe a certain way, then you need to understand that Kanye West is going to be Kanye West, and that's all there is to it. I don't care if he's black or if he's white. There's a white guy that probably acts like Kanye West. We just don't know about him, and he is going to be him. You know, at the end of the day, like, regardless of skin color and all this shit, you are going to be you at the end of the day. So I don't fucking care what Kanye West does. I don't care that the fucking news is all on him. I don't fucking care. It's not part of my agenda to follow what Kanye West does every fucking day. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what you do.
As long as people keep feeding into this racist shit.
I understand. Look. Let me say this in support of Kenny. Okay, I remember my first professional job with a shirt and tie. I used to go past this metro stop, and it'd be this homeless black guy. And he'd be out there doing his thing, you know, trying to get money, right? And this was in a very white area of Virginia. And my manager was a Native American, believe it or not. There was one of my supervisors, well, not a supervisor, but you know, it was mixed races. But anyway, I remember one day looking out the window, and I said, "Damn, man, you know, man, I get tired of seeing this guy. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of seeing this guy. He makes me look bad." Now, I was about Kenny's age at the time. One of the guys said, white guy said, "Tim, that doesn't have anything to do with you." And then the Native American, my manager, Trish Bowser, if you're watching, she said, "Tim, you got to understand that black people see each other as a group, but white people see white people as white people. Understand?" She said, if something happens to a black person, they want to march. Blacks will march. White people, something happens to a white people, they'll march, but it's not because they might get upset, but they don't identify with all white people as one group. And I understand Kenny's idea. That's why I wasn't trying, I guess I said it the wrong way, Kenny. I understand how you think, but what I'm telling you is that won't serve you well in life, and it's not factual. Like Shaggy doesn't identify with a pedophile because he's white. If he sees a pedophile on TV, he doesn't go, "He's making white people look bad. Look at this pedophile. He's a white pedophile." You know what I'm saying? He goes, "That motherfucker got nothing to do with me. Fuck that motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying.
He ain't got nothing on me.
And I understand your mentality when you're saying he should be aware of how he makes us look, but we do that to ourselves because the people that look at us like that, they will never change, Kenny, until they meet us. I've met white guys in person. I remember, dude, I shook a guy's hand. He said, "Tim, you were the first black guy's hand I ever shook." He was impressionable because he never met a black guy before in his fucking life. Ever. There are places in America where there are no, so understand Kenny's point. There are places in America where there are no black people. None. I understand what Kenny's trying to say, but what I'm saying is we have enough people on TV and media to balance it out if a person's really not trying to be racist. You know what I'm saying, Kenny? So I understand your point. That was back when we didn't have enough blacks to go around. Now we got a lot of people. Shit, they don't have to see Kanye. They can see Obama being articulate, even if his politics is fucked up. They can see, you know, I don't know, shit. They can see Morgan Freeman. They can see us right here. You know, they have more. There's more representation now. That's my point.
But to the racists, Morgan Freeman is the same as the Blood or the Crip in Compton. It's the same. I mean, as crazy as that is, that's how they think.
There you go.
Morgan Freeman will rob and kill my family. That's how they think because they're racist. You're never going to change their minds. Ever.
Now listen to this though. Now look at the other half. Look at the other half that are people like us. There are tons of people like us that doesn't think like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just because Tim is black, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm trying to reach. Is the fact that just because Tim is black, Kenneth is black. And Kenneth acts like the way Kenneth acts like. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, Tim acts just like that." Tim, why you gotta be acting like that, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna put Tim with the way Tim acts and with the way Kenneth acts because they are. And when it comes down to it, everybody's a person. You're a human being. Kanye West can be Kanye West. Jay-Z can be Jay-Z. I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no point. You know what I'm saying? You need to judge the person on who they are, not with who they represent or who they are with. When it comes down to it, because there's no point.
I agree with that, but the only thing that I would say to that is that we're rational people. Shaggy, you're able to say that because you're not an idiot. Smokey, you're able to say that because you're not an idiot. Tim, you're able to say that because you are not an idiot. And what I mean by that is that you guys are Shaggy, Smokey, you guys are forward thinking enough to realize that to judge people, based on as individuals, and that's how I judge everyone based on the fact that they're individual. I don't want people to see this podcast and think that everything in every instant of my life I see race pop up in every issue. That's not the case. I'm just aware of certain things. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot. Obviously, you guys are on YouTube. You know that probably 90% of people in this country are retarded. And when I say that, I literally mean retarded.
True.
So I'm saying that
you can't fix retarded, son.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I know, but we can kind of, at least, like I said, they may find some bullets, but let's not give it to them. That's all I'm saying. It's just, yeah, they may find bullets.
Dude,
for the gun,
they were born with
the.
You don't get it. They were born with the bullet in their head, son. Understand? They were raised in a household where they're conditioned to think this about a group of people.
Yeah,
until they go out. Listen. Until they go out into the world and meet people, like that guy's hand I shook for the first time, they can't relate. You know what I'm saying? They can change. Don't get me wrong. People change, man. But they get exposed firsthand. You know what I'm saying? They get exposed. That's
They're always going to look at you like, they're never going to trust you. It don't matter. They'll put a smile on their face to your face.
Right.
But behind your back, they're talking shit.
Right.
Trust that.
Listen,
they are
that's a
racist
fact. And that's anywhere. And that's anywhere. That's with anything. People are like that anywhere, anything. People will talk shit behind your back, and it doesn't matter.
Not like
what
racist,
color you
though.
are.
Not like racist.
Fuck that. No, listen, fuck that. No, fuck that. I disagree with that 100%. Man, I know people that are straight white, just like fucking white like me, and that motherfucker talks more shit than a racist behind my back. Fuck that.
That's not what I mean, though.
That,
I mean
but
that.
I understand both what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with both.
You're talking about don't give them no ammo. Your skin color is all the ammo they need.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You are black, and it does not matter what you do.
That's
you
what
are
I'm
black, and you are inferior to them. That's
regardless, dude. Regardless, they're gonna compare you to the worst common denominator. Fuck, man. Regardless of how Kanye acts, he's successful as fuck. Let's not get it twisted, now. The guy is successful as hell. I mean, he's a fucking multi-millionaire. He has his fingers on the pulse of fucking media, and he's very powerful. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how he acts, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, but with that, I would say, kind of like, Stan Lee said, with great power comes great responsibility. And like maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm just saying that I was trying to figure out how I was going to say it, because I don't want
I lost connection.
Want it to come out the wrong way. But I just, and maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, maybe I'm a young guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I just feel that
Kenny, Kenny, what's your major?
Chemistry.
You're gonna walk into a lab one day. All right, let me tell you something. You're gonna walk into a lab one day. Fuck it. And there are going to be people there. They're going to need some assistance. They're going to need some help. And there's going to be you and a guy the complexion of Smokey. And they're going to look at him. And you're not even going to be there, dude. That has nothing to do with Kanye West. It has to do with what they have in their heads. And that didn't come from Kanye or any other particular black person. It's going to think the guy in Smokey's complexion is smarter and knows more than you. It won't matter that you may have got a 4.0 and he got a 3.2. They won't give a fuck. They won't give a fuck about your tie, the color of your shirt, or anything. Now, but you know what else is going to happen? There's going to be another time you walk into a lab, and there's going to be a person. It's going to be you standing next to somebody who looks like Shaggy's complexion, and they're going to look at both of you. And that won't have anything to do with Kanye West either. It'll have to do with that person just not being warped. And I'm just telling you, be prepared for that. That's just life. I lived it, son. I lived it. I've been there, dude. I've been there, and I'm just telling you, that's life, and that's just how it goes. And you can try you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Shad. That's my point, man.
It's all.
You're not wrong.
Really, go on.
Okay, I was just saying, Kenny, I don't mean to come down so hard on you, dude, but you can open yourself up to a lot of pain and a lot of overwork and a lot of scrutinizing and all this shit. Fuck them. Dude, you gotta say fuck all that shit, man. You do. Life's too short for you to be working. Every time race is brought up on this show, it's you. Every time. 6, 7 podcasts, every time there's a question of race, it's you. Every time, Kenny. And I'm just saying, let that shit go, son. Let it go.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You're feeding into that media. I'm telling you, you think that racism is still as bad as it used to be. It's not. How can it be? I mean, you used to couldn't even go to school with a white dude. I mean, let's not act like things have it. It's still there, but it will die out if you quit feeding it. If you quit letting it feed. Like, if I'm in a dark alley, right, and I see I've been walking down the street 3 o'clock in the morning, man, and I see, I would be just as scared if I seen a white dude walking down the street as a black dude. I would be just as tense and just as on edge.
That's bullshit.
That's not bullshit. I had a white dude walk right by me in the middle of the night one night.
Look, see, Smokey, I understand what you're saying, but the media affects us all. We've all been contaminated with this shit, and it's true. Fuck, Smokey, if I'm walking down the alley and I see a white guy and I see a black guy, I'm more afraid of the black guy. I'll admit that shit.
Hey, the news I read,
that's me. Hey. And it depends on what part. No, let me get this right. Let me say this again. Depends on what part of town I'm in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in Georgetown, D.C., I'm more afraid of the black guy. But if I'm in Iowa, I'm more afraid of the white guy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me put it this way.
No.
Or Alabama, not Iowa. Alabama or South Carolina.
Hold on, Shaggy Tim. Let me put it like this. Based on the stereotypes and based on the news I read, the black dude will probably shoot me. The white guy will tie me up in his fucking basement, ass fuck me, and cut me up in little pieces and eat me. Probably a little bit more scared of the white dude, if I'm gonna be honest. I read a lot of fucked up news, though. Okay?
Me too.
I'm just as equally scared of both. Why is this guy walking down the street at 3 a.m.? Last year I was walking down the street, and this white dude passes me. And I'm like, who is this crazy motherfucker? Who is out at 3 in the morning? I was going home. I'm a normal person, but most people walking down the street at 3 in the morning are probably fucking weirdos.
Listen,
I don't trust nobody.
I'm equally scared of anybody walking down at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes. And here's the reason why. Now listen, now if I see a black guy, and what if this black guy's like really skinny and I'm bigger than him? Am I scared of this guy?
There
Probably
you go.
not.
Good point.
But but listen, if I see a white guy, a white man, and he is Diesel, and this dude looks like he could probably just beat the hell out of me, who am I gonna be more scared of? I'm gonna be scared of that white guy.
Skinny white dude might gut your ass. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was a skinny motherfucker. He gutted motherfuckers and ate them. You understand?
But that's the point of proving it don't matter. It don't matter what color you are. I'm scared of anybody walking 3 o'clock in the morning.
Anybody can kill you. That's true. What I'm saying is, it's nothing wrong with admitting that this shit has fucked you up a little bit as far as how we see life. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What it is? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, son. I'm saying it's the reality of being in America and living in America.
I agree with Tim. I just want to say this. I don't want to cut you off, Smokey, but not Smokey, Shaggy. But I just want to say this because it needs to be said though. Tim has a very good point because speaking about how the media kind of disenfranchises us, because I as well has had that feeling. Sometimes I see something and I have to kind of check myself and be like, whoa, you're being racist against yourself. Like, what kind of state? Like I'll think something ridiculous about, you know, or you know, see something will happen, and I'll contribute that to us, you know, to a black person or something like that, or see something happen and react a certain way to it, and I have to stop myself and be like, whoa, Ken, you're smarter than that. You know that that's bull crap, and you shouldn't be thinking that way. But the way we're conditioned, you know, from birth, you know, to think a certain way. So I just wanted to, you know, co-sign what Tim was saying, because I don't think enough people say that.
This is what I'm saying.
You were breaking up.
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were breaking up for a second.
Go ahead, Shaq. Do it again.
All I'm saying is, like, and you know how you're brought up on certain ways, then this is what it all boils down to. It is all boiled down to how you were brought up or how you were raised. That's what it comes down to. Because if you, like, necessarily, if you're raised in a racist town, what are you going to end up being? You're probably going to end up being a racist if you don't know any better, right?
It's not the only way to become a racist. You can get beat up by a black dude and go, all black people are fucking evil. They beat me up.
Listen. I'm not done. I'm not done with that yet. I'm not done. I'm just saying, mostly, because...
What? Hello?
I hear somebody whispering in the background or something. It's weird.
You must be reading the comments. I don't read the comments until after.
Somebody whispering? Oh, this is good. Go ahead, Shaggy.
What happened, Shaggy?
I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on.
All I'm saying is, I don't feed into that racist shit. That's what they want. If you want to know who your real enemy is, the rich. And they look at us all the same way. We're all broke pieces of garbage to them. That's your real enemy. That's who you need to be worried about.
Not true. I would disagree with that too.
Not true.
Like I said,
plenty beneficial.
I'm not gonna bring up race anymore. You know, I kind of, you know, it kind of, I think it all kind of stemmed from that magical Negro comment from that show before. But I'm not gonna bring race up anymore. I'm just saying, I just want it to be known that no, I don't like what Smokey said. I know I don't think racism is as bad as it was before. Obviously, it's not, because people could just string you up in a tree back in the day, and it was just perfectly fine. Like, that's just what we do, you know. So obviously, racism is not as bad as it was. But I think people need to be aware that racism is still very prominent. It's just it's different. Yeah. Race is different. It's not that. It's not. And I'm gonna use the word. It's not gonna say, hey, look, hey, nigger. Stop! You know, or hey, nigger, you can't use my water fountain. It's not like that. It's subtle, but it's just as damaging. There's ways that it's just as damaging. You know, there's other ways to disenfranchise any group of people. But since we're, you know, speaking more so about, you know, African American relations in America, because we live in America, I'm just saying that. I know I don't think racism is as bad as it was before, but I think it's very, very prominent, and it still happens. It just happens in much more subtle, and imaginative, and sadistic ways.
What you're not understanding is they want us at each other's throat, because when we're fighting over petty skin color, they're taking all the money and putting it in their fucking pockets like they've been doing for years. That's why this country's going down the shitter. The rich are the enemy. They got all your fucking money. How can you say no? They got all your money. Walmart is ripping their fucking workers off like a motherfucker.
You're targeting one type of rich person. You want to say politicians if you're going to say that.
I'm targeting these fucking billionaires. They selling us out. They pay you fucking shit. Hell, the people in China get paid pennies to make shit. They bring it over here. They sell it to us. They pay the cashier shitty. I mean, and the people are so fucking retarded. They defend the corporation over the people. Oh, those people are lazy. They cashiers. They stock shelves. They'll fuck them. Fuck them. They don't deserve to get paid a decent wage. You're defending a corporation. People out their fucking minds, and this is all done by design, by the media. They want you at each other's throat over this racist shit. And when you stop doing that and go after the true enemy, you have more money in your fucking pocket. They keep poor people down and dumb because it's easier to control a dumb motherfucker. That's why people are so dumb. You think it's a coincidence people are dumber? People are way dumber now than they were 50 years ago. They don't want no education. They're keeping the dumb white people down just as much as the black people. They want us all stupid. They want us all dumb so they can take our money. It's just that simple.
But I believe what Shaggy's saying too. But look, I think when you're at that level, Smokey, when you're at that level, you have that type of money, you don't even see color. It's just they're not us. They're not privileged. They're not well off. They're not wealthy. And then it's just a group of people that are just these consumers.
Yeah, they ain't gonna sit at the dinner table with me. You bet on that. I'm not getting invited over to Bill Gates' house.
Yeah. And
when you're on that level, you're right. When you're on that level, it ain't about race anymore. It's about I'm rich and you're a peasant, and you're not even in my league.
And you're gonna want to take what I have, just like if I was Bill Gates, I would be looking at anybody going, "You trying to take what I have? That's why you want to get close to me. Fuck you." You know what I mean? And you're not gonna mess up my profits. But racism still exists. Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, like I said, I agree. I'm just saying it's. I don't want people to gloss over it because it's much more. It's very important, and a lot of things that what I'm saying is that's why I get kind of frustrated. A lot of things that happen in your everyday life has much more to do with racism than you think. Okay, I'm not saying you, Smokey, or you, Tim.
There is racism.
You in general. There's a reason why they call Obama a Kenyan. They don't mean Kenyan. They mean nigger when they say that. There's a reason why they say,
and they're never going to change.
They don't mean Obamacare. They mean nigger care. There's a reason why they say things a certain way. There's a reason why they call him a socialist. Half of people don't even know what the word socialism means. That it's a code word. And I'm saying, and I'm not gonna. I'm wise enough to know, and I know when people are trying to feed me BS, And I'm just saying, don't think that race isn't one of the most leading factors into the reason of why some people are so low and other people are so high. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and maybe I'm looking at it through,
there's white people just as low. There's white people that are just as low, and they can't eat. They can't do anything, and they look at you just the same. We're all the same. We're all peasants.
I agree. I agree to a certain.
The racist asshole in Alabama ranting on a YouTube video ain't gonna do a fucking thing to your face, but back down like a bitch. That ain't your enemy. That's what the media wants you to believe is your enemy, so you don't get mad at the real enemy.
I'm gonna address this guy, Clint Beastwood or B Souls. I never said. I know white people treat other white people badly, just like black people treat other black people badly. There's probably more black people that hurt other black people more than white people hurt some black people in certain ways. There's more black people killing black people than there are white people killing black people. I understand that.
Same thing goes the other way too. There's more white people killing white people than black people killing white people.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to.
Latinos the same way. Hispanics the same way.
And I normally don't address things like that, but I don't want people thinking, that
you may not know this. They kill each other. Everyone does it.
Everybody kills each other. That's what we
do. About race.
That's what we do.
When we stop thinking of each other as, hey, I'm white and you're black, and we just start thinking, man, we're both humans. We're both fucking getting fucked in the ass by these rich motherfuckers. We need to fucking get some money. We need to stand up for ourselves. We deserve more money working and shit. That's when things will change. They don't want you thinking like that. They want you worried about. That's why they go. Look at the news, the shit they cover, this knockout game. Tim did a video covering how it's all bullshit. I fell for the same shit. And I had to take that video back and make another video. I looked it up too. It's bullshit. They're feeding this racist shit. They want you thinking that way.
Because
when you're worried about the racist, you ain't worried about the rich fuckers.
No doubt.
I'm not worried about it. The only time I'm worried about a race is if I break down in the middle of, Winchester and Fieldville, Iowa. That's the only time I'm really worried about.
Stay out of there. Stay out of there. Don't go to Alabama. Just stay out of them places. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to be there, and I'm white. I'm not going there either.
There's some places that there are literally, like I live in Louisiana, and there are some places that I am literally afraid to go because if I broke down and got stuck in there, I'm not sure what
It
people
goes both
around
ways.
there
There's
would
some
do.
places my white ass can't go
I
either.
agree. But I'm
Right.
just making a statement. I'm just saying.
I go
Some
anywhere I
places
want
that
to
they
go.
beat the shit out of me just for being white. It goes
You're right.
both ways.
I'll get beat up going there, and I don't care. But I'm gonna go where I want to go.
Smoke. Shaggy said he a G, huh? Shaggy
Yeah,
is G.
you go on down there, Shaggy. What happens
I'll
to
go
you?
to Alabama. Listen, I'll go to Alabama. I'll go to Compton. I don't care.
You
Hey,
should go to
send me
fucking
somewhere.
Alabama.
when keeping it real goes wrong. You see, it's like, I just don't. I don't know what happened to these. They were animals. God, they were animals.
At some point, you gotta have some At some point, you gotta have some sense and just know where not to fucking go.
I remember I watched this comedian named Bill Burr, and he made a joke about that. He was like about the the white teachers that always go to the impoverished, disenfranchised black school districts or whatever. And it's like, well, where's that guy that goes? He's like, well, I mean, I tried to help these people, but God, they were horrible. Like you never see that story. You just see the guy that goes in there and then they read poetry with each other, and then the guy, they braid her hair, and it's like, oh, that dude. If you're not watching Bill Burr, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I've seen it.
That
It's
guy
it's just common sense though. Like Patrice O'Neal, y'all know who he is, the guy that died.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Stand-up
I've
thing,
seen
and
this
he was
one.
talking about like what I was saying earlier. He was like, the white people are so afraid about being racist and stuff that they'll get the shit beat out of them. Like they'll see two black dudes walking towards them, and they don't want to run. He's like, "You dumb motherfucker, turn around and run. Don't worry about being racist. Stay alive."
Right.
Like if you feel threatened, just better safe than sorry. Don't worry about being labeled something. Just stay alive.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I gotta stop. I ruin every podcast. I come on, man.
No, this the best. This is good.
I ruined it, man.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, hopefully we help some people, man. Hopefully we open some people's minds, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of it, and actually, I've been learning to do that with my videos because I'll be talking about a sensitive subject, and I get upset when people don't agree with me. I'm like, hold up, Tim. You want people to talk, so fall back, let them do their thing, let them argue, and talk about the issue that you brought up. That's great. That's your point, dog. Everybody can't agree with you, but you start a conversation, hopefully. Hey, Shaggy, you said you had to be gone by 11:02.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I was like, I gotta bounce, man. I got a final to get in here.
3 minutes late, man. Get out of here. What are you doing in here, man?
I know. I got one in the morning. I got one at 7 in the morning, so I gotta fucking study for an hour. And
You get the
crash.
PS4 back yet?
Yeah, I did, man. I texted you. What the
I
fuck?
didn't get it.
You didn't text me back.
Needed if my PS4 wasn't
We should
working.
play tomorrow.
When I get home, probably around 8 tomorrow night. We'll fucking get on. All right, guys. I'm gonna bounce.
Hey, man, hey, I think Shaggy's shutting it down, man. I got a video to do.
All right.
Shutting it down.
Are we done? You done, Ken?
It's the most controversial
Done, man.
talking about shit podcast has ever been. Most controversial.
It was good though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good. Yeah.
It was good, man.
Yeah, I think so, man.
Had a good
Hey,
one.
Kenny,
Yes.
I love you, boy. I'm serious, man. I love you, dog. I love you, man. You gonna be all right.
You're getting kind of like my brother, man. He does just because he know it makes you feel uncomfortable. He'll walk up to you like,
Can I just put a public
I
service
love you, man. He'd
announcement?
be like,
Nobody
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
the Coca-Deal drug that rots your dick off or whatever. Could y'all not try that, please? Have some sense.
yeah. Well, I just want to say is I don't want people thinking, because we get kind of passionate, and things. But Tim's my boy. If I had a problem or anything like that, I wouldn't be a part of the podcast. Tim's my boy, man. I don't want people because there are, like I said, there's that 90% of idiots out there.
Can't change them, Kenny.
And they'll be thinking,
I think, hold up, Kenny. I think the 90% is a little high, son.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just,
Yeah, it's a little high.
Really?
I'm exaggerating.
Really?
Everybody don't see you that way, Kenny. Everybody
Yeah.
don't see you that way.
I'd go 99%. I think it's low. You ever read my fucking go read my comments.
That's because the smart people don't always comment, Smoke.
Read my comments.
Yeah, that's what is it called? That silent majority.
There you go.
But I think it's more like a silent minority, man.
The assholes are always louder.
All right.
Assholes are always louder.
Some people just look at the comments and go, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, they
But
probably.
Before we get out of here, the Twitch TV account is live. It's Captain Kenneth TV. We're going to be streaming tonight. Come and join me. I think Smokey's going to drop in. I'm not sure.
Guys.
But I will be live tonight. Captain Kenneth TV, Twitch.com.
What are you playing?
I'm going to play. I'll play some COD. I think I'm play some COD.
I got on COD today.
2K.
Nobody fucking moves. I can't.
All right, guys.
All right, Shag.
Bouncing.
All right,
Shag.
Shag.
Study up. Study up, Shag. Study up.
I'll see y'all next week, Wednesday. 9
Get
sharp.
those finals in the beginning of the week. Get them out of the way. That's what. That's
Don't
what you do.
inject flesh-eating drugs into your vagina, please, or your dick. Thank you. Public service announcement.
Public service.
Tired of
Quit
reading
doing
about
that shit.
Tired of reading about it.
Public service
Goodbye.
announcement. Study up, everybody. Deuces.
Deuces.